Hi folks, Bob Dale for Total Sales Solutions in Jackson, Mississippi, where we sell lots of things, folks. We sell only on eBay, and I'm speaking up because the wind's blowing today so badly here in the Southland, and it is hot as you can imagine. But those of you who watch our sales know how much we love diesel trucks, how much we look for those special trucks that we can sell. They have to be different than one you can just run down the street and find, and they have to be a bargain. Today we're going to list a truck that I don't know if you could find one like it in the country. You're certainly welcome to look, because it'll be about $10,000 or $15,000 more expensive than the one we're going to sell you. But this is a grand truck, beautiful truck, and a really special truck. It's a 2010 Ford F350 King Ranch package, folks, 4-wheel drive. It has the turbo diesel engine. The interior is immaculate. It's immaculate inside and out. It's got every amenity. It has the rear entertainment system. It has navigation. Just has everything. We're going to show it to you. Somebody put a high-dollar set of wheels on it. It has a leveling kit on it. The tailgate, of course, is perfect. The bed, spray-in bed liner, turnover ball. You may not ever need that turnover ball. But if you do, it's there. Plus, it will save you about $1,500 putting it in. But there's just nothing not to like about this truck. Dan's going to give you a test drive and show you about it. But I'm telling you, you can't find one like this, a 1-ton King Ranch 4-wheel drive with every option. Look at this truck. Got a beautiful stance to it. Now, someone has put a high dollar bumper on it. This is a ranch hand bumper.
Yeah, it ain't one of those cheap copies. It's the real deal.
It's not one of these that somebody made or had their buddy at the machine shop make it. I don't know how much those things cost, but I imagine a couple of $1,000s. Sitting on a good set of tires. The windshield is perfect. As a matter of fact, I guess you just replaced that.
It's new.
No pecks, none of that. No paint work. Doesn't need any. Come on back here. There's a little peck right here that it won't show up in the pictures, but I'm just telling you it's there. I want you to look. Normally these King Ranch trucks, these are off-colored, discolored, but the leather is absolutely the way it's supposed to be. This truck, folks, only has 120,000 miles on it. Only 120,000 miles. And what we're going to sell this for based on what this truck costs. But you can look in here, every amenity, as I said. The headliner's perfect. There's your navigation. The leather's perfect. Got the King Ranch floor mats in it. A non-smoker's truck. Now, these headliners always amaze me, folks, because no matter what we do, it looks like they're stained when we do the videos and pictures. But I promise you, that shadows. This headliner is absolutely beautiful. Dan wants to show you something here.
Power folding mirrors, and they both extend out. When you're towing, you can hit a button, run them in and out.
The steering wheel is not ragged out and worn slick and all that the way they always are. You can look in here, we'll show you around. It's never been a work truck, never been on a work site, never been a farm truck. This is somebody's daily driver truck. We'll look back here, look in the back. That leather doesn't appear that anyone's ever sat down on it, son.
All this in good shape. This is the factory rear entertainment system. It comes with 2 headphones. It ties into the navigation, so you can listen to 2 different channels on 2 different headphones. You can do something in front, something in back. You can separate it all up or listen to it all together, however you want to do it.
No paint work. Look here.
It's got LED side markers on the dually bed. B&W turnover ball.
And also you can see here it's a Mississippi truck all of its life. There's no rust issues, none of that. It's just immaculate under there. FX4 off-road package.
Backup camera.
Hitch, all your hookups. Look at that. Spray-in bed liner, turnover ball. I have a fetish about these tailgates closing properly. Look down the side. No dings, pings, not chipped up and beat up. You can look back here.
And it has been deleted, so it's Got the full horsepower and tuning. I'll go over all that later in the test drive.
Got some dust in there. But gosh, this special truck, folks, is that pretty?
This little box is so you can watch something on the DVD up front while you're driving down the road. It's not locked out. Here's your owner's manuals, all your books, special tool for the wheels. See the carpet, perfect shape. These are heated seats.
Show the jams, look here. Look up in there. We can't clean them up like this, folks. We can't get anyone to work. They won't clean one up like that. That's the way we got it. This is a beautiful truck. See these wheels? That's not what I would have chosen, but somebody paid a lot of money for them. But I do like this ranch hand bumper because here in Mississippi we need one. Deer outnumber people, and so consequently we have to have it. That's an expensive option. You won't find a nicer truck than this, folks. You'll find one nicer anywhere. Go on eBay. Do whatever you want to do, you won't find one nicer. Now, I know somebody's going to tell you, well, my cousin bought one, my sister's brother-in-law bought one, but he didn't. He didn't buy one that's nice with only 120,000 miles on it. We're nowhere approximating what we're going to sell this truck for. Don't know what this truck costs new, but I imagine about $75,000, somewhere 70, 80 in that price range. Now, you can go somewhere and buy you a brand new truck and pay that kind of money for it. When you drive it off the lot, you're going to lose about a third of that. And 5 years from now, it will be worth pretty much what this truck's worth here. So you can buy a new truck and you can drive it and for 5 years and lose $50,000. Or you can buy this truck and drive it for 5 years and maybe lose $4,000 or $5,000. You can drive this truck for less than $100 a month depreciation. I promise you, based on what we're selling King Ranches for. We're still selling just plain half-ton 06 King Ranches for in the high teens. This truck is just going to be a spectacular value. It's a 2010 Ford F350 King Ranch with every amenity, every option. I don't know what else you can put on this truck other than a moonroof, and why would anybody want a moonroof on a truck?
You can't have it with the rear entertainment.
That's
so
right.
It's got
that is the factory rear entertainment system, a high-dollar option. It has everything. It has navigation, good set of tires, custom wheels, a ranch hand bumper. We showed you the bed. It's not beat up. It has a spray-in bed liner. The turnover ball's already in it. As I said, you may not ever need it, but if in fact you should need it someday, that saves you lots and lots of money. Brand new windshield in it. We showed you the interior. You can't find a King Ranch as nice as this. It's been a used King Ranch truck, folks, that the leather is as nice as it is in this truck. Shows no wear. But it's a 2010 King Ranch, 1 ton, 4-wheel drive, and it's got it all. You'll like it a lot better in person than you do in this video, I promise you, folks. We really, really like this truck. My name's Bob Dale. My phone number is 601-218-1223. 601-218-1223. Should you have a question about this truck, you can call me or Dan. He'll give you his phone number. If you want to know what we can sell it for, give me a call. I'll be glad to tell you. We reserve the right to sell before the sale's over. Pay all our sale fees up front. We'll have you bid, kill a sale, do everything through eBay. Everything we do goes through eBay, folks. But if it's a wonderful truck, and if you've been looking for one like this, just absolutely couldn't make yourself pay that kind of money, you need to look at this truck real closely. We like it a lot. Thanks so much for watching our video. We do appreciate that, and we look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi.
Hi folks, Dan Dale here. You've been listening to my dad talk about this truck. Now I'm going to take you on a test drive. First I want to show you a couple things. First of all, you can see that delete plate, that blue one. It has had the EGR coolers deleted. Got a good set of batteries, and we do not clean under the hood. This is just how it came into us. But the main thing I want to show you is that there's no blow-by. Now you can see there's a little bit of smoke, but it's steady, it's not puffing, it's no big deal. The main thing is, you see I can set the oil filler cap down. It doesn't blow off. If that filler cap were to blow off, that would mean you've got worn out piston rings, letting engine compression get into the crankcase, and it means you got a wore out engine. But not the case with this truck. Down here, you got your airbag, air ride set up for the back. You can adjust it up and down. I've got the air out so it'll ride a little smoother since it's unhooked. Got the power sliding rear window, upfitter switches, power adjustable pedals, tow command, heated seats, dual zone climate. You can see you got the sync system, so you can hook up your phone or USB or auxiliary input or whatever. Navigation set up, absolutely no warning lights lit. It's got Bluetooth, it's got steering wheel radio controls. Now we'll take you down the road. The other thing I want to mention is this truck has had the DPF deleted, or what some people call the soot filter. On newer trucks, you probably heard of them using that, what they call the diesel exhaust fluid that cleans that DPF filter. Well, on the 6.4 engines, instead of using that, Ford set it up so that when it needed cleaning, the engine would dump extra fuel into the rear two cylinders and burn out the soot in the filter. Well, that had two problems. One, it killed the fuel economy, of course, and the second problem was that if you didn't stay on top of your service and didn't keep the oil change, that eventually fuel would get into the oil just from all that fuel being dumped into the engine, and it would thin out the oil and cause engine problems. So to fix all that, what people do is they delete it. Now, deleting one used to be a cheap and easy process before the EPA cracked down on all the tuning companies that were doing it. So now, if you wanted to get your truck deleted and tuned, you'd be looking at several $1,000s. Well, this one has already had it done. So all the hard work's done, and this truck is tuned with H&S tuning, which is really, they're the best company. They don't make them anymore because the EPA shut them down, so you can't hardly find one of their tuners anymore, and if you can, they're high dollar. So I do have the tuner, but it's not mine, it's a friend of mine's, and it's not for sale. So, or it is, but you probably won't want to pay the extra money for it. But what I'm going to do, whoever buys it, all you got to do is tell me where you want it set at, and that's where I'll put the tune. You can have it on anything from extra fuel economy tune to max power. Now, these trucks have 350 horsepower stock, but this tuner will add up to 300 extra horsepower. So you can have a total of up to 650 horsepower basically. And you think, well, that's way too much, you'll tear your stuff up. Well, you really won't. My last truck before I got my new one was a 9 with the 6.4, and I left it on 300, and I pulled a 38-foot Scarab from Miami with it. I did everything with it on that max tune and never had any problems. But that's up to you. The good news is, even the higher horsepower tunes, it's not unheard of to get 20 miles a gallon depending on how you drive it. You're going to get great fuel economy with the tune, no matter what horsepower you want. And another cool option for me is, if you've ever heard of rolling coal, if you haven't, search for it on YouTube. But basically what it is, you floor it, I don't know if you can see in that exhaust, you can fog somebody out. It doesn't hurt the engine, but it is real handy if you got somebody tailgating you. I don't know if you can see in that rearview mirror, you don't even have to floor it, you just give it a little extra gas and smoke them down. It gets people off your bumper quick, but that can be tuned completely out. So if you don't want to have to worry about blowing a bunch of smoke over everybody, then not a big deal. I guess it helped if I rolled all the windows up. That's fully adjustable in the tune. So, and even with it turned up, unless you're just, you can drive it and without it making any smoke. It's just how you work the throttle. But anyway, the long and short of it is, it's tuned and deleted. So you're way ahead of the game right there. This truck rides and drives perfect, cranks right up and runs good hot or cold. And you know, whether you buy from us or whomever, on a Ford you want to hear it run cold. On a Duramax you want to hear it crank hot. Same for a Cummins. But if a Ford's got injector problems or it's going to act up, it's going to do it cold. So that's when you want to check it out. But not an issue with this one. The AC is ice cold. It's got the memory seats. It's got pretty much every option. I can't think of anything on this truck that it doesn't already have. We'll have a copy of the window sticker in the auction too, just so you can see. It's got the garage door transmitter up there. No cracks in the dash. No warning lights lit. Four-wheel drive, works like it should. It's FX4, so it's got the skid plates and the limited slip differentials, and which if you get a four-wheel drive without limited slip, then you ain't got a four-wheel drive. So don't do it. Make sure you got limited slip. If you want to fly in and drive this truck home, you can. I wouldn't hesitate to drive it anywhere. It's ready to go. The only thing I would nitpick, there's some little rock pecks here and there that we've touched up that you probably can't see in the pictures. And to be honest, you probably won't notice them in person either, but most of our customers buy sight unseen, so I try and nitpick everything that I can find, just so you know nobody gets mad at me, because I'm not going to risk bad feedback over a few rock pecks or something. So we try and point out any issues we know of. Like I said, fly in, we'll pick you up at the airport, no extra charge, Jackson International. We'll bring you back, let you do our paperwork, you can drive home. Now, you'll have to excuse my shaky camera work, because I'm driving with one hand and filming with the other on some of the worst roads in the city of Jackson. So this video may look shaky, but in person, the truck rides great. I mean, you know, it's a four-wheel drive dually. It's not going to ride like a Cadillac, but it doesn't ride bad either. It's not stiff. It's not going to bounce your fillings out or anything. And, you know, if you want to have it shipped, you can. If you look around for prices, though, don't freak out at the first quote you get, because if you're not in a hurry, then you can get a transport done for literally as much as half what your average quote is. And that's because if you can wait, you'll catch some truck driver that's got one empty spot out of 10 on his truck, and he's willing to make a deal to fill up that spot, so he's not driving with an empty spot on his truck. So if you're not in a hurry, you can catch a way better deal on places like U-Ship, which is an eBay company that lets people bid on the job. So like I said, if first quotes, don't freak out about them. And if you're anywhere within 400 or 500 miles of Jackson, I can probably get you a pretty good deal myself, because I know dealers who use big transport companies all the time, going back and forth to the auction. So or if you're in Orlando and you know you can wait 2 or 3 weeks, I can probably get this truck to Orlando really cheap. So just call me beforehand though and ask. And if you have any questions about this tune or how all that works, give me a call. My number is 601-376-9869. Or like I said, if you want to talk price and want to make an offer or anything else, you can call me or you can call Dad, either way. And you know, if you do decide to buy the truck, we encourage everybody, hey, come on down in person, drive it home. We know we send most of our trucks up north because ours aren't rusted out, and a lot of you may never get down here again. So, you know, don't believe everything you've heard. We're real friendly. As long as you don't tell us how you think it should be done, then we'll get along just fine. And like I said, we encourage you to come down here to Jackson and drive home. That being said, if you have any questions, give us a call. Otherwise, appreciate you watching our video and look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Oh, wait, one other thing. I will point out, they had something glued here and we started to scrub, and he started to scrub a little too hard, so I told him to stop. Now, if you're easy, you can get all this little residue off, but again, just nitpicking. So, that being said, have any questions, call us. Otherwise, look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Oh, and I guess one other thing before I forget. Now that we got it on, you can see here, see how it works. Got the headphones, got the remote control, so you can sit around, just hit the remote and do the different stuff on it. This flips around, and I don't know what it's playing. I guess Avengers or something. Transformers. Separate headphone jacks, A and B channel, so you can listen to several different things and keep the kids entertained on the way home. One more time, thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you in Jackson, Mississippi.